November 2018, bringing you the Scorpio New Moon that occurs today at 11:02 a.m. East Coast time. The key here on the Scorpio New Moon will be about transformation, overcoming obstacles, the miracles that happen, and then of course also on the other side, devastation, cyclical things that get you into modes that you continuously throughout your life have maybe been stuck, or patterns that have cost you growth or opportunity for growth. So at this moon, you want to manifest, put it out into the universe that you're ready for the miracles of life to present themselves. You're also ready to end any cyclical type patterns that are no longer good for you, and also totally transform yourself. It'll occur at 15 degrees of Scorpio, and it'll bring us what I think is tremendous opportunity, as Scorpio is ruled by planet Pluto, which is together with Saturn in the sign of Capricorn, where from beneath the surface, the darkness is rising, or the hidden is rising, so you can now see it, bring it into light, and do something about it. I'm not into politics, so I'm not going to talk about the elections, but anything going on now, because Uranus and Venus are opposite. Just be careful here, because what you think may be easier, or, trying to bring ease may not happen. Also, what you think the opposite may occur. It's Uranus and Venus opposing each other. The Jupiter's last and very late in the sign of Scorpio as well right now, so a lot of transforming and a lot of hidden and a lot of revelations coming forth. What I would encourage everybody here is, as you go to manifest, feel, because this is a water sign, and the feeling is where I think you'll gain the most, or advance or transform the most. So feel your way through as you try to manifest during this time. Remember, the hidden is being revealed, so you may have to eat a little bit of crow here. The ego is being dissolved, and you're seeing things from a perspective that'll be more in line with nature, or more in line of the timelessness of how things truly are. Mars will be, Mars is late in the sign of Aquarius. It squares up this by sign, so don't get too upset or too passionate thinking you won or lost here. Just know that there's some lessons to be learned, and maybe how all this has gone over the past few years for you and for life itself, that the chaos is still here, and that just an opportunity here for you to move forward, or for you to see things from a perspective. As long as you don't get too passionate or too upset about it, I think you can do something about it. Remember, squares are karmic in nature, so this is something you need to deal with anyway. I've talked about this for a long time, Saturn and Pluto and Capricorn. It's about the final earth sign, or all the things that you see in the physical plane. Maybe not, they may have not been created like maybe you've been told or you thought they were created. So you might want to really look at the structures and society itself, and know that there's a time for big change. Now, anytime we do this, because we're advanced as a civilization, it gets more confusing the farther down the road we get, and it shouldn't, but it does, because you get people always with knowledge, always trying to manipulate and put what they want out there, and they can do it from a perspective that can be on a large scale. They may have a lot of money, or they may have a lot of pull in the media. So you might want to really be careful here, because nature only has one way, and we as civilization, in my opinion, have destroyed nature several times over, and I hope we don't do that here. So, huge time for transformation, you to figure out who you are, what you are, and to gain from perspective of, hey, this thing can go somewhere in a good direction. No, it may have to crumble, and I think it will to a large degree first, but that don't mean anything other than it needs to be built back up then, and put back in line with nature, where it does truly work, and we aren't trying to manipulate it from a perspective from mankind. I wish you the best here, and there's a lot of chaos here, so know that between now and January, this thing's changing big time. So I haven't even looked at the elections this morning, I'm not going to lie. I don't know what happened, and I don't really care, because You know, again, I don't bring up politics other than I tell you that I don't, both sides are heading in the same direction, they're just getting there from a different method. So take care, good luck. This is going to be a chaotic, powerful time. Transform from within. Don't let the outside transform you, transform from within.